Do you remember that feeling you got right before you bought your first lottery ticket? Or maybe it was right before you went out on a date with somebody that you were really hoping would go out with you. Maybe it was the day before your high school senior prom. Do you remember what your state of mind was in all of those events? Why am I asking you to think about the times you bought lottery tickets or the moments before a date you were so excited about? Well, these moments, and there's literally thousands of the others like them, access a part of our brain that is very powerful. And if we want to get more done as real estate professionals, if we want to lease more apartments, well, I'm going to show you right now how you can use that same type of emotions, those same parts of your prospect's brain to help them make a decision to lease an apartment from you. My name is Matt Easton. I'm the founder of LeasingUniversity.com. Hopefully you've checked us out over at Leasing University. Hopefully you're already on the program over there. But if this video helps you, would you do me one favor? Yeah, you. Would you do me one favor? Would you please smash that like button? It would mean a lot to me. And consider subscribing to the channel if you work in our industry. It's all about helping you get more done. It's all about helping you have more fun. Well, let's talk a little bit about that powerful part of our prospect's brain. It's the exact same part of your brain that you accessed when you were thinking, boy, I wonder if this lottery ticket, oh man, can you imagine what my life would be if these are the numbers? Oh boy, things are going to be great. Here's what I want us to do. I want us to focus on something that I have termed POV. It's not point of view, it's positive, optimistic visualization. Let me explain. There's a part of our brain that allows us to visualize the most positive outcomes. Well, in fact, when I brought those up, you maybe even started feeling good just thinking about it. It's an amazing part of our brain, but unfortunately, when it comes to renting an apartment, there's so much noise, there's so much stress. Our prospects are so scared, it's really difficult for them to access that positive visualization, for them to think optimistically about the decision that they're about to make and is this a good decision? Now, a lot of the times we may say something like this to our prospects. Can you see yourself living here? The reason why that doesn't work, can you see yourself living here, is you're not putting guardrails on it. You're leaving it far too open. So if I ask you, hey, can you see yourself living here? You're open to both a positive visualization of living here or a negative visualization of living here. And when people are under stress, they tend to gravitate towards the negative. So they're not going to tell you, but when you say something like, hey, Tony, can you see yourself living here? Tony's like, starts to think, oh man, I wonder if the neighbors are noisy. Is this too expensive? Is this the right decision for me? So what I want you to do is I want you to get Tony to visualize living in this apartment, but I want you to put these positive and optimistic guardrails on it. Here's what I mean by positive and optimistic. Positive, I want them to think of it being a happy place. I want them to think of it being fun right now. And then optimistic, I want them to think about the future in that this is a good decision. I'm not going to regret this decision. So here's the exact words and the exact question that I want you to ask your renters. Simply say this, Tony, imagine if this was the perfect apartment for you to improve your life. Let's break that down. Tony, imagine, right? I'm now referencing that part, the imagination of Tony's mind. Tony, imagine if this is the perfect apartment for you to improve your life. Do you see how I'm putting guardrails on it? Imagine if this is the perfect apartment for you to improve your life. They can't help it but start to imagine, wow, man, that actually would be pretty good. I'm so sick of having that stressful drive to work, and it's so small where I'm at right now, man. This feels really good. When you say something like, hey, Tony, can you see yourself living here? Tony's gonna deviate towards the negative. I just want you to change that to, hey, Tony, imagine if this is the perfect apartment for you to improve your life. I want you to try that this week. You may be like a little afraid going, oh, that sounds cheesy, right? It's not cheesy. This is a super important decision for your prospects to make. They're gonna have to go to bed here every night. They're gonna wake up there every morning. They've gotta build a life in that apartment community, right? If they're gonna be imagining things, let's have them imagine the best possible circumstance. So just simply ask them, hey, imagine if this was the perfect apartment for you to improve your life. You're gonna find they're gonna start thinking the same way they thought when they bought that first lottery ticket. I hope you've hit liked, hope you subscribe to the channel. And until the next video, I want you to be great and I want you to get those leases. I'll see you soon. The way people rent apartments has changed. Today's renter has access to more information. Today's renter has more choices. The apartment industry needs you. Studies have shown that moving is the most stressful life event. The old sales training, well, it just doesn't work today. I'd like to teach you how to take the stress out of leasing apartments in a way that's meaningful to you and your renters and get you 7 times more leases. I'll show you how the perfect leasing process works. I'm gonna walk you through everything from answering the phone to closing the lease. I'm gonna show you how to determine your prospects' wants and their needs so that you can build value in your apartments. You will learn how to handle any objection or complaint. I'm gonna show you how to connect with your renter so it's easy for them to rent with you. I've taught the best property management companies and thousands of people just like you how to lease apartments. Property management is complicated. I'll simplify it for you. There's more competition than ever before. I'm gonna show you how to be number one. All of a sudden, your career, it's gonna make perfect sense. Even if you've never worked in sales or property management before. And for the advanced property manager, I'm gonna show you how to take things to the next level. Leasing University is a new, simple, step-by-step process that's effective. We're gonna help you become a rock star in property management. I'm Matt Easton, and this is Leasing University.